from being blacklisted in Hollywood to wanting a quiet life for her daughter. Here's the real reason Amber Heard has moved to Spain. Turns out there's nothing left for her in the industry. Almost a year after her high-profile defamation trial against her former husband, Johnny Depp, Amber Heard was casually seen going for a run in Madrid. That's right. From the looks of it, the Aquaman actress has permanently relocated to Spain in an attempt to run away from the chaos that her life had become after those 6 painful weeks of one court hearing after another. And it's pretty obvious why the 37-year-old felt the need to make a run for it. She's obviously not a favorite in Hollywood anymore. An insider recently revealed that Amber knew she was toast in Hollywood and wasn't going to be getting any big offers anytime soon. Apparently, her career was already dwindling even before the final verdict, and not a lot of directors wanted to cast her for fear of inviting more controversy on set. In fact, she almost got recast in Aquaman 2 because of the crazy amounts of public pressure. Of course, no filmmaker wants that kind of heat or bad rep, so the former actress decided to quit. It was better than sitting and watching her career die. And besides, Heard had already suffered a great blow because of the defamation lawsuit. Truth be told, everyone and their mothers knew what went down when Johnny Depp dragged his ex-wife for $50 million in damages because of the infamous Washington Post op-ed in which Amber opened up about the alleged abuse she experienced during her marriage with the Pirates of the Caribbean star back in 2018. But even after her constant attempts to somehow come out on top, Amber ended up losing more than the $10 million in compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive damages. But alongside this, she lost a whole lot of respect. And even when she countersued Johnny for $100 million, claiming that she only acted in self-defense and never abused Johnny, his loss was still nothing compared to hers. The jury awarded Heard $2 million in compensatory damages, but nothing in punitive. This was the final verdict of the court. And even though Amber thought about challenging the verdict in court again, she had lost far too much to risk losing more, to the point where she was forced to settle out of court. That's right, the Daily Mail reported that Depp and Heard reached a settlement in which Heard's insurance company would pay Depp $1 million, an amount Depp's team had agreed with. And want to know what sucks even more for her? Apparently, Amber Heard is in debt after the verdict. As mentioned earlier, Heard clearly doesn't have offers lined up in front of her right now, and her financial situation is a bit sticky. She even had to file for bankruptcy because she couldn't pay the money she owed to Depp. This was before their settlement, of course. But a little birdie just told us Heard might just be switching careers. That's right. Part of the reason why she decided to shift was so that she could focus on writing her book. This is how she's planning to pay off her debt and build a life for herself. Now, this is all just speculation so far, but if the rumors are true, then what better place to write a book than the beautiful islands of Spain? But then again, there's no guarantee her book would even sell, because part of the reason why she felt like she had to escape her high-profile life in the States was the insane amount of hate Amber Heard got. The Independent literally posted an article where they claimed that Heard got more hate than Putin. Imagine that. And you'd all agree, if you got the chance to see any of the content being posted on TikTok or even Instagram during the proceedings of the case, people literally started calling Amber a witch and asking for her to be burned at the stake. Jesus. There were thousands of memes making fun of her every move and painting her as an emotionless sociopath. Social media was littered with hashtags like Amber Heard is a psychopath, Amber Heard is an abuser, and Amber Heard is a liar, with millions of retweets. And to top all this, the actress opened up about how she would receive hate in person too. That's right. No matter where she went, people threw abuse at her and would often tell her that she should just kill herself. Yikes! And why on earth would anyone want to keep living in a place where they had become the national vamp? So in that sense, it's perfectly clear why she chose to move to Spain, a place where she probably isn't that recognizable. It's possible she could have stayed in Hollywood if she'd gotten more support from the industry, but turns out a lot of A-listers stood by Johnny Depp. Ever since this whole mess started, countless people with very big names have come out in support of the 59-year-old. And this list doesn't only include the actor's fans, who praised him for being a real hero and fully sympathized with his side of the story. but also multiple men's rights activists who made Johnny the center of their movement and used the case to fuel their agenda. But none of this compares to the love he got from the industry. And get this, many of Johnny's exes, like Winona Ryder and even his wife of 14 years, and the mother of his 2 kids, French singer-songwriter Vanessa Paradis, came out to defend his good name. Vanessa went as far as to say that in all the years she's known him, Johnny has been the gentlest of souls. Wow, someone's popular with his exes. But it's not just his previous lovers who defended him. Many of his co-stars, including Penelope Cruz from Pirates of the Caribbean and French actor Eva Green, who worked with Depp on 2012's Dark Shadows, came forward to support the actor. All this made it glaringly obvious that the Edward Scissorhands actor remained everyone's favorite. In fact, the court trials only boosted his career further. If you don't believe this, you guys should know, Johnny Depp's film opened the Cannes Film Festival. You heard that right. While Amber has lost all chances of being cast in a big project anytime soon, Johnny is still a really big deal in the industry. Nothing proves this more than the fact that his comeback movie Jean du Barry opened the biggest film festival of the year. Directed by Maïwenn, the film premiered on Tuesday, May 16, 2023, and received a whole lot of praise. The audience was absolutely in awe of the veteran actor's role as King Louis XV in the film. And hey, we never questioned his talent, but the film itself was just genuinely the best comeback. And its box office success proves that. He has many more offers lined up for the future. Everyone clearly wants a piece of Mr. Hotshot. Meanwhile, Amber also strongly wants to put this whole thing behind her and move on to a less chaotic life, which is exactly why she's already bought a luxury villa in Madrid. Looks like being broke doesn't stop this one from her big dreams. Because even though she's a little low on the cash flow right now, Amber was so eager to just get away from it all that she already has a villa in her new hometown. The program Socialite recently told us that Heard is now living in a luxurious villa of 200 square meters in the capital of Spain. And when you hear how much she spent on it, you'll be shook. Because valued at €1,680,000, her new home costs around $1.9 million. Gosh, but hey, no amount of money is too much to get away from the nightmare her life had become in Hollywood. Perhaps it's best for her to focus on other things right now, like that book, or maybe her daughter. Oh, that's right. One of the main reasons why Amber made this decision was because she wanted to give her daughter a peaceful life. Say what you will about Heard, but she does take motherhood pretty darn seriously. The actress actually went to great lengths to have her baby on her own terms, and so it makes sense for her to feel a tad protective. Una Page was born in 2021 through surrogacy and is only 2 years old. Having a 2-year-old child grow up in so much limelight might not be the best mommy decision to make. And besides, she also needed a fresh start and a chill environment so that she could focus on raising her daughter. And from the looks of it, Spain has been pretty good for both of them. The mother of one was recently snapped with her daughter playing around in a park. She's also just doing better mentally, and that's probably why she's been really sweet to all the fans who approached her in Spain. Recently, she was seen telling a journalist how much she loves her new home and how exciting it is to live here. And the best part for her is she fits right in. She even knows the language perfectly. Why wouldn't she want to move? And so, from wanting a quiet life for her daughter to being blacklisted in Hollywood, those were the real reasons Amber Heard moved to Spain.